My name is Stephanie. I'm the Marketing Director for Horizon Elder Law, as well as the host of the Contra Costa County Elder Care Channel. Today I'm here with Steve Villa from Transitions with Care. Transitions with Care is a family-operated senior placement company helping seniors relocate when living at home is no longer a safe option. Steve personally visits each community that he recommends to ensure that his clients are relocated to the most appropriate care homes available. Steve, would you like to share with our viewers a little about yourself and how you got involved in this industry?
Sure. Thanks for having me, Stephanie. I appreciate it. A few years back, my wife's grandparents got to an age where they decided that they shouldn't be living at home by themselves any longer. So they tried in-home care for a little while, and then that got a little too expensive for them. And so they decided to look for an assisted living community that would best fit their needs. My wife actually got involved with her family to assist them in this process. And at that time, we didn't realize that placement services that assisted in the process even existed. So I did a little research and found that there was going to be a growing need as people were living longer with more ailments and needing more care. And with my research, and I found someone who would be able to train us in this situation, and then we thought that helping people in our community where we were born and raised in Contra Costa County would be just a good business for us to get involved in, and something that would be great service to the others.
Well, that's great. Thanks for sharing. Sure. So, and that turned out really well with your in-laws?
Yes.
That's
yes.
Good. And they were happy where they went?
They were happy, but as time went on, their care needs changed, and actually my wife's grandfather ended up needing to go to a different type of care facility as his needs got more intense, and so then he did pass, and so now my wife's grandmother is on her own, living in an assisted living community.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I believe that the personal attention by an individual is much more valuable when I'm dealing with a loved one in need of any service. There are several companies that provide placement services in the Contra Costa County area. Steve, why should people consider working with your company over a large company that they find on the internet?
Well, earlier you had mentioned that we personally visit each community and evaluate them, and that's step one for us to go out. We would never take anybody to a assisted living community or a small residential care home that we haven't visited and evaluated ourselves. We get in touch with the family, assess the needs of their loved ones, find out exactly the type of care that they need, the budget that they can work within, the location that they want, and then we will actually tour them to the right communities so that we're not wasting their time and taking them to places that we just don't think would fit. Some of the larger companies on the internet may just send them a list of care homes or communities that they can go look at on their own.
Yeah.
And so it is the personal service that we pride ourselves in.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I've seen one of the things that you've said to me in the past was that you want to make sure that it's appropriate for somebody in your family.
Right.
You wouldn't want to send anyone in your family to a place that is not at the best standards. So
that's correct. So that's why it's important for us to go out and tour all these places beforehand.
Yeah. So what types of placement options are there available for seniors needing assistance with care?
Well, there's independent living, which is basically an apartment for seniors, but they do provide meals and they provide activities, and it's all within an enclosed community, I guess. So people are of the same age and have the same interest and the living needs. And then beyond that, there's assisted living communities that have assistants that can help people with their activities of daily living should they need help with showering, help with eating, dressing, and those types of needs. And then there are small residential board and cares that are actually homes just in a residential community that are licensed by the state and usually licensed for like 6 residents. and have caregivers that live there 24 hours a day, so that there's 24-hour care to assist them with all of their daily activities, including medication management. All the meals are provided. And so it just gives a little smaller community, smaller option where the attention is greater. And then within both the assisted living and the residential care homes, there is memory care. And it just depends on the severity of the memory issues that are happening within the elder person.
So without using any real names, could you give us an example of maybe one of your experiences with a client that you helped get placement for?
Well, all of our placements are unique, and they're all special, because in the end, we're helping the family in a situation that they weren't expecting, find the right living situation for their loved ones. So I'm just going to I'll give you two extremes of how the process could actually take place. I had I got a call Saturday, Saturday morning from a son-in-law who his mother-in-law was going to be discharged from the hospital that afternoon, and he had no idea where she was going to be able to go, because she wasn't going to be able to go home. And he called me, and within a few hours, we found a place nearby his home, so his wife could visit frequently, and but his mother-in-law would have 24-hour care. By that afternoon, she was discharged and moved into the home. So that was real satisfying. Then there's the other extreme where families are realizing that either a parent or grandparent or aunt or uncle, should be looking for something different, that living at home isn't the right situation for them. And so it's a process that they go through, and it could take a few months for them to actually do the research and find the right living situation for them. So I've had both, and both are very gratifying, and then there's all the others in between that happen within days and weeks. And so it's just a satisfying experience to know that in the end you're helping these families with their loved one find the right care situation.
Thanks. And I know that you take the extra step a lot of times, and you'll go back and check on your clients after they've moved in to see how they're doing and make sure that it's going well. Is that pretty much your standard?
Yes. I take pride in making sure that the people are happy and that we found the right living situation for them. So I just follow up, and then it helps me do another assessment on the home itself and the type of care, and if that would be someplace I would recommend for people in the future.
Great. Well, Steve, I know that you genuinely care about your clients as if they're your own loved ones. You go the extra mile in finding the right fit for each individual, and you follow up after the move to make sure it's continually working for them. Steve, I just want to thank you so much for your time today. It's been a great pleasure learning more about your company and what you do and Transitions with Care. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
One final point. Our service is totally free. There is no cost to the family for using our service, and for us, finding the placement and everything. We're compensated by the assisted living communities and residential care homes.
Well, excellent. That's always a good thing. Who doesn't like free? If you'd like to learn more about Steve or Transitions with Care, or if you have a family member or a loved one that you are looking for a new community for them to live in, please give them a call at 925-415-3170. Thank you so much for visiting our Elder Care channel. We hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.